Saw dudes. Mask of Bakris makes you look like Leatherface. Also, it got buffed with Season 21 and allows for an on-demand 25% damage buff to arc and stasis weapons upon dodging. When we combine this bonus with some of the strongest weapon this game offers, such as Anarchy and Cloud Strike, we can push Revenant Hunters to their limits and get them to shine again. Let's get started. The super will be Silence and Squall since it's our only choice. The dodge for this build will be Marksman's dodge for the automatic reload on every dodge. Since our build is weapon centered, we don't need our melee ability on demand. Our only melee choice is Withering Blade, and for the grenade, we will be using Duskfield for the slow and freeze effect. Duskfield Grenades are great for room control and stunning overload champions with little effort. The aspects this time around will be Touch of Winter and Grim Harvest. Touch of Winter improves our Duskfield Grenade radius and makes them spawn a small stasis crystal on impact. Grim Harvest causes stasis shards to spawn when killing slowed or frozen enemies, which grant melee energy on pickup. It also grants us 3 additional fragment slots to work with on our build for a total of 5. Fragments for the Fallen Leatherface build are Whisper of Chains, Durance, Shards, Conduction, and Refraction. Chains gives 40% damage resist when within 10 meters of a frozen enemy or stasis crystal. Durance makes our slow from Duskfield last 4 seconds and makes the slowing field last 9 seconds. Additionally, it makes our Withered Blade slow last 7 seconds instead of 3.5. Shards grants 500% additional base grenade regen rate for 6 seconds for shattering stasis crystals. Conduction pulls stasis shards within 15 meters to us for collection. And finally, Whisper of Refraction grants class ability energy for killing slowed or frozen enemies. Let's cover the mods on the Leatherface fit. For Mask of Bakris, I used Arc Siphon, Harmonic Siphon, and Heavy Ammo Finder. Heavy Ammo Finder can be swapped for the special variant. For the arms, I went with Grenade Kickstart, Focusing Strike, and Bolstering Detonation. On the chest, I equipped Arc Reserves and 2 Elemental Resistance mods. For the boots, I chose to go with Arc Scavenger, Recuperation, and Elemental Charge. And on the cloak were Reaper, Powerful Attraction, and Bomber. Powerful Attraction can be swapped for Special Finisher if you want to top off more often. Go for 100 Resilience for the 64% damage reduction in combination with Whisper of Chains. The next best stats to max are Mobility and Discipline. Now let's talk about weapons. Weapon Loadout 1 uses Anarchy as a DPS and crowd control weapon. The kinetic slot is taken up by Disparity since it can benefit from the 25% damage buff in a pinch. If you prefer close range, Rapacious Appetite works just as well. I'm using Iterative Loop in the energy slot due to its innately high DPS and ability to apply Volt Shot for additional damage ticks. Since it can roll with lead from gold, its ammo economy is something you don't need to worry about much. Despite how many people may hate Anarchy, this gun still puts in work. It works great in DPS rotations, and the 25% damage buff that Mask of Bakris provides takes it to the next level. When we consider the DPS rotation of dodging, sticking 2 grenades to a raid boss, then firing off as many fusion shots in 6 seconds, we reach a theoretical sustained DPS of just above 30,000. Numbers were taken from Quantum Damage X. This doesn't even factor in debuffs or a super, so this number is a baseline. Weapon Loadout 2 makes use of Cloud Strike as our main exotic of choice. The kinetic slot is once again taken up by Disparity for the same reason as last time. The energy slot is taken up by Cloud Strike, which is a great weapon for special ammo DPS and ad clear, assuming you can hit crits, which I cannot. In any case, it pairs very well with our heavy weapon Hothead, which I rolled with auto-loading holster and explosive light. The DPS rotation for this setup is fairly easy. Dodge, fire a rocket, and fire 3 to 4 shots on Cloud Strike, then switch back to Hothead and repeat. The game loop is pretty easy. Dodge into engagements to activate the damage buff and slay out. Your dodge energy will not regen until the full 11 seconds of the damage buff has passed. Once it does, throw your Duskfield Grenade and Withering Blade at enemies for dodge regen and kill the slowed enemies. At this point, your dodge should be refilled. Basically, spam melees and grenades once the damage buff is over and enjoy constant damage buff with very little effort. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Hunter builds lately. I love playing them, and Mask of Bakris is a breath of fresh air. Thank you for watching and happy farming.